Hey everyone and welcome back to VFX5 once again. So in today's video we are going to see how we can use grid wrap tracker inside Nuke to do our digital makeup. So nowadays in each and every film digital makeup is must, because if you want to shrink something, if you want to expand something like nose, ears, eyes, so we need to do grid wrap. As you know, grid wrap tracker helps us to track as well as wrap that particular object for us inside Nuke. Earlier, what we have to do, we have to track that particular area with the help of either point tracker or area tracker or planar tracker, and then we have to connect our wrap data to that particular tracker. Now, both options are combined in grid wrap tool or grid wrap tracker. After that, we can do our work pretty easily. So let's jump to Nuke and see how we can use grid wrap tracker tool. Okay, so as you can see over here, I have a footage and character is just smiling. What we need to do, we need to shrink his nose a little bit. I want to do his nose a little bit narrower. So what we have to do, we have to grid wrap it, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a node called grid wrap tracker, and in grid wrap tracker we have three different options or inputs like source, destination, smart vector. Yes, for this option we must need smart vectors as well. So if you want to know more about smart vector, already I have made one video. Probably I'll put link into descriptions. So how we can get our smart vectors? So for that I'll be needing another node called smart vector. So just you need to connect your source to your smart vector. If you want to work alongside with this node, you can go ahead, but what I'll recommend, after generating smart vector, you must render it out. So here we have nothing visible. So how we can do, just go over here and in layer drop down menu, you can select your smart vectors as well, and then pretty nicely you will have your smart vectors over here. In smart vector node, you can crank your vector detail probably 0.5 or 0.6, not more than that, because this node is pretty heavy. And after that, just you need to click export right. What will happen? Right node will come, and definitely over here in channels, I'll go for smart vector F1. So I'm going over here and this should be in EXR format. So here I'm going to render it out. Like I can create a new vector and just click render, and I'll come back once it's done. Okay, our render has been done, and I'm going to import my smart vector render, and here I have nothing to see. Just go over here, select it, and if you can see, we have our smart vector in this particular file. So I'm going to keep it aside, disable it. Now I can connect my smart vector to smart vector and source to this file, my main file. And again, I'm going to take merge node, hit B over here, A over here, because I want my wrap data to be applied on my original data, right? After that, what we need to do, just go over here, click RGB. Now we need to select a area which we want to track, or grid warp. So here in grid warp, we have multiple options. We have from and to, right? So probably we need to work on from first, and the data or track data or grid warp data we need to apply to right? So initially I'm going to switch off this data and I'm going to select my from. Over here, I can draw a shape or boundary. I'm going to select this. And apart from his full face, I'm going to draw a shape mostly targeting his nose, right? So apart from drawing my shape, what else I can do? I can start tweaking my shapes, something like that. Probably something like that. Might be I can put over here. Might be I can put something like this tool to this. And individually I can tweak these datas as well, something like this. And if you think you need more lines or more grids, that also can be done. So I'm going over here to add lines, and probably I'll add one line to this point, add line to here, and again one line to here, probably one line over here as well. And now let's tweak it further. So try to match shape of that particular nose, and it might possible I can do this, probably this. Now I'm happy with my shape. Once you are happy with your shape, what you need to do track forward. Let's click on track forward. It will take some time, few seconds to track, and your data is done. Now tracking has been done, and as we can see, my track data is going with the camera movement and characters movement. Now you need to switch on this data or switch on this to select from, and over here we have link. So just click over here, and as you can see, my to and from is moving together, right? Now you can start tweaking this thing as well, but it's not recommended. To intact your tracking data, what I can do, I can right click over here, and now you can add adjustment grid so that your tracking is intact, but you can adjust those points on top of adjustment layer. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to select these points because I want to do something like this. Can you see? It's not visible because I'm not seeing from merge. So let's do digital makeup of this character. Probably I want to shrink his nose, something like that. Probably something like that. And might be this point, these points. Let's do that. Right? Might be these points. A little, not much, right? And if we can see 1 and 2, you can easily see my character's digital makeup has been done, and it's looking pretty nice. So if I'm going to play, my digital makeup is going with my tracking and grid draw as well. Apart from this, you can do multiple things, like you can shrink down his eyes, or you can enlarge his ears as well. So you can do multiple things with grid wrap tracker. So I hope you understand the process of a grid wrap tracker and you will use it in your upcoming projects. And if you think that this video is helping you, please don't forget to like this video, share this video, and if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. With this said, this is VFX Vibe signing off. Have a good day.